let's just go ahead and start on our back. And then as you're starting to lie down, you can wiggle the hips. And this is where we're start. Just allowing the spine to get nice and heavy. And feel free to look left and right. And then take a full body stretch. So we'll extend the legs, reach the arms. Hug all the muscles to the bones as you stretch. Big inhale, and then exhale, slide the heels back. Bring the arms down. Heel toe the feet as wide as the mat and let the knees drip right and left. Have a nice little Friday practice, getting ready for the weekend. Just take the hands to the belly and start to connect with the breath a little bit more. So feeling the belly rise into the hands. And exhale, feeling the belly fall. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly fall. Feeling the warmth of the hands on the body. Taking in all the sounds in the soundscape. Transitioning into the practice. With the heels towards the hips, go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left knee for figure four. And then we'll assist the inner right thigh away for a little bit deeper stretch. Staying with those nice big belly breaths. Then unlace the legs and just switch sides. We'll unlace the legs again, and then we'll use one of our blocks. If you don't have a block, you can use your rolled up blanket as you press into the floor, lift the hip, and take the block on its medium height, and then drop the hips back down. So if you're just using a blanket, fold the blanket up. And we'll hug the right knee into the chest. And let the back soften down towards the ground. Keep drawing the knee into the chest, maybe slide the left leg out. Go ahead and make some circles with the right toes in one direction. And switch directions. We're going to keep a hold of the right leg and draw the left leg in to meet the right leg. And then press the left leg out. We'll hug both legs in and then press the left leg out. About 5 more. And then we'll let that left leg extend again. And reach up through the right leg. You can hold on to the back of the thigh. Keep reaching up with the sole of the right foot. See if you can soften the right thigh a little bit more. We're getting deeper. If the leg feels a little stiff this morning, just go ahead and give yourself the muscles a little bit of a rub. We'll let the right leg come down to meet the left. Pause for a moment if you're on your block, maybe moving the block around again, and then we'll switch sides, left knee and hug. Just using the weight of the arms to draw the knee to the chest. And then we'll bring the right knee in to meet and press straight out. Soft shoulders. Allow the weight of the body to drop down. A couple more. And then we'll let that right leg come down and reach the left foot up. Roll through the ankle and point and flex the foot. And then bring both legs down. We'll press into the floor to lift the hips, scoot the block or prop out of the way, and then roll back down. And then once we're down, we're going to hug both knees into the chest and rock and roll along the spine. Trying to get a nice back massage. Build a little bit of heat. And then the next time you roll up, we'll cross one ankle over the other and find a forward fold. Walk the fingertips off towards the right. And then to the second side. Back to center, we'll walk the hands back. Unlace the legs, press the hands behind you, press down and lift up through the chest. And we'll drop the chin to the chest and keep extending the legs wide, and we're gonna crawl the upper body forward so the legs don't have to be super wide. We're gonna keep the right hand where it is, reach the left arm out to the side, and then palm facing down, slide the left arm underneath the right to get a little twist in the upper body. And unwind. We'll reach that left arm out to the side and make some big circles. Little twist in the chest. And then switch directions with your arm circles. Next time the arm comes around, we'll just switch sides. Place the left arm down, reach the opposite arm, twist the torso, head nice and heavy. Push down, reach out to the side and draw a big circle with your right arm. Switch directions. And then we'll bring both hands down. We'll assist the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Finding a little Baddha Konasana and inhale forward, exhale, roll back. Rolling back and forth on the sits bones. Cat cowing through the spine. Couple more, and then we're going to move into in a circle. So just start to roll like you're rolling in a bowl. Chest forward and back. Switch directions. Couple more. One full more roll, and then we'll pause, extend the right leg out, bring the left foot in, and crawl into a forward fold. Just use the weight of the upper body to fold forward, getting a nice stretch along the back side of the leg. Walking the hands up, just go ahead and switch sides. Notice if there's tension in the thigh, make sure that the thigh is nice and soft so that you can move your kneecap. And walk the hands back up. So we're gonna do a little bit more arm stuff. And keep the legs crossed. We're gonna interlace the fingers and press the arms out, and then inhale, reach the arms above the head. Exhale down. Ready? Inhale up. Exhale. Breath. Weirdo. Really trying to stretch the hand. Once more. And then we'll interlace the fingers behind the back, slide the one fist down. Here. Let the chin drop down. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. And then we'll release the arms. And we're going to do some work, a little bit more work in the hips. So keep your right shin forward and tuck your left leg back. We'll get into our hip rotations here. Why he's so jacked up this morning. Keep going. Okay, and so then we're going to keep that left leg back and then hug the right knee in. So we're in this little mini, let's see. We're in this little mini Virasana. You're going to hug that right knee into the chest and lift. Of course, you could be up, if this feels like it's too much for the knee or the hip, you just pop up onto a block or to your rolled up blanket. We're gonna hug, 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 lift. And if you wanted to, you could get a little bit more rocking in here. And keep hugging that right knee in, and we're gonna take a little twist. Go ahead and unwind, and then we'll just switch sides before we add on to the next piece. We're rocking the hip back and forth. Few more. If you need some extra rolls on that side, on this side, go right ahead. And then we'll let both hips come down. Hug the left knee in. If you need to move that back leg around, go right ahead. If it needs to be out, that's fine as well. Keep lifting and hugging. Stay nice and tall in the spine. And keep hugging, pressing down into the left foot and twist. Now unravel yourself and make your way to all fours before we add the next full piece into that. And in your all fours, toes curl under, lift the chest, toes flip over, press. Cat cow. See if you can lead with the tailbone first. And then start to make some barrel rolls. So however the feet want to be, make some circles with the chest, shift your weight. Switch direction. And we'll go ahead and step that right foot back and lift the right leg up. We're going to bend the knee, point the toe, and draw big circles in one direction. Switch direction. And then step the right foot to the inside of the right hand. We're finding a little low lunge here. And just take a couple of minutes. We're going to rock back and forth. And then take the right hand to the right knee and draw circles. You're really getting some movement happening in the hips, the ankles, and the knee. Switch directions. And so from here, you're going to plant the hands and you're going to scoot the left foot forward so that we're back in that weird seat that we had before. Except this time, instead of the heel on the outside of the hip, we're going to sit on it and then come forward and plant the hands forward. So I'll turn, sit on it, and then drop the heel forward. And then we're going to plant the hands and push up. So just a couple of times, come forward and lift, like you're going to move into a forward fold. And then, we've been here. We're going to frame that front foot again. Draw the left knee underneath the left hip and the right knee underneath the right hip. So we're back to our all fours and do the same thing on the second side. Couple of cat-cow. Couple of circles. Switch directions. Push into the top of the right foot, extend the left leg, lift the left leg up, point the toe, knee to the hip, draw circles. Switch directions. And then we'll step the left foot forward. Shift your weight back and forth. He's just on fire this morning. And then left hand to the left knee, circles around the ankle. Switch directions. Now we'll keep the left foot planted, slide the right knee forward. Drop to the outside, and then come forward, plant the hands, and press up. We're going to add on to this in just a minute. And then push the hands back down. We'll slide the right knee back, slide the left knee back, and pause for a moment in your child's pose. Inhale back up to all fours. Okay, so we're going to put that, these little pieces together and then move into a little bit of a roll. So you're going to want your whole mat length. She's from all fours. Step the right foot forward. We're going to drop the left knee forward and down, and then hug everything in, and we're going to roll onto your back, and then come forward. We'll have the left foot down. You'll shift your weight forward so that you're on top of the right knee, and then roll back. Switch sides again. So eventually, and I'll just face forward for a second. Eventually what happens, you come forward, hug everything in, roll back, second foot comes forward. And so eventually what happens is that you're going quick enough that we're able to lift the arms So just give that a go for a moment. Rolling back and forth and switching which leg is in front so that you're in this little mini Malasana. Just do one more each side, and then you'll lie down onto your back. Bring the feet down and extend the legs. And just give a little bit of a rest. Does quite a bit for the back and the hips. Yeah. Bring the heels to the hips. We're going to make our way all the way onto the belly. And just let the forehead drop down, stacking the hands. Getting used to being on the stomach. Finding your Sphinx pose. Place the hands down on the mat and like you're trying to draw your chest to the gate of the arm. And just let the head drop. We'll work on some neck rolls. Inhale, roll. The head up, exhale, tuck the chin and roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Couple more. Maybe 3 more rolls. Just do the neck. And after this last one, chin comes down again, little pillow for the forehead. And you can look left and right. We're going to hug all the muscles to the bone of the right leg and draw the heel to the hip. And then sweep the right hand around and try and capture the top of the foot, drawing the heel a little bit closer. And release the right leg and switch sides. Hug all the muscles to the bone of the left leg, point the toe, draw the heel to the hip. And then swing the left arm around, capture the top of the foot. Draw the heel a little bit closer if you can. Let the left leg come down and just bring the heels to the hips and we'll draw big circles with the feet in one direction. Switch directions. Let the legs come down and then we're going to work on the arms. Just slide the right forearm forward and cross the left elbow on top. And then you're going to shimmy your way forward and let the head hang. ahead and come back and switch sides. Unlace the arms. We'll take the hands to either side of the sideways, curl the toes under, press yourself up, and then push up between the shoulder blades. So the toes are curled under, we're on our knees. Drop down halfway, and then lift the chest. So we're in a little mini back bend. And then we'll press the hips to the heels with the toes curled under and stretch the low back. Curl the fingertips forward. Slide forward and release the chest again to the floor. And this time we're going to slide the forearms forward. Bring the right forearm across, the left forearm across the body. Point the right toe and reach back, drawing the heel to the hip a little bit more deeply. Must be people outside. Release and switch sides. And then release. And this time, we're going to slide the hands to either side of the sideways. That toe curled under, press up. And then halfway down as you lift the chest. And this time we're going to twist and look behind you for the right heel. Come to center, press up between the shoulder blades, and then halfway down, lift the chest again, twist and look behind you for the left heel. Back to center as we press up and push both hips to the heels again. Back forward, and this time we're going to step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, and then push into the left foot and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, so that we're in a deeply knee bent forward fold. Very slowly start to drop the hips down into your Malasana. So if you need to be up a little bit higher, that's okay. You can shift your weight, make little circles, or sit on your block. And then we'll unwind, press into the floor, hands down, and we'll step the left knee back, followed by the right. Toes curled under, push back to your toe curled under, child's pose. Second side, move forward. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Let the upper body hang. Deep bend in the knees. And then when you feel ready, you'll slowly drop back down into your Malasana. Unwind yourself. Hands down, right knee followed by the left knee back. And this time we're gonna keep scooting the knees back and forward and release onto the stomach again. Wiggle the tailbone. Rock the head back and forth. And start to concentrate the breath on breathing into the belly. Big breaths, like you're trying to push the floor away with the stomach. Three more long, deep breaths. Move the elbows back underneath the shoulders. And then rather than just pressing into the forearms, we're going to interlace the fingers and push down. And then curl the toes under. Press back to the hips and draw the knees forward. And just let the head hang for a moment. So you could stay here or push down into the floor and lift the hips into dolphin. Just try and get the head below the heart for another 5 breaths. Feel free to pedal the heels. Drop back down onto the knees. And we'll walk the hands back and swing the legs around. Move the flesh away from the sits bones. And we'll sweep the arms up, big inhale, exhale, forward fold, reaching for the toes. You can hold on to the backs of the legs, we'll inhale, lift and exhale, come forward. Sort of like a cat-cow as you inhale, lift and exhale forward. And on this last one, pause. Tops of the thighs nice and soft. Reaching the chest forward. And sliding the hands up the legs. Curl the toes under. Roll down onto your back. And just a really simple twist, right knee into the chest. Take the right knee across the body. Maybe the right arm above the head. Roll back to center and switch sides. Left knee across the body. Rolling back to center. We'll hug the knees into the chest, and we're going to move back to seated for two options, either a seated figure four, so the feet plant, lift the chest, crossing one ankle over the other, or if you wanted to, you could start to play with this fire log pose. You'll drop one shin down. This is a great opportunity to use your block again. Lift the hips, moving the hips back. Feel free to have the block underneath the thigh, and then you'll forward fold. So either seated or this fire log pose. Two more breaths. And then press yourself up, or you've got the legs, you'll just switch sides. Three more breaths. Inhale up. And then we will take one wide leg forward fold. You move the flesh away, sit on top of the blanket if you'd like, or bring your block forward and drop the head down. Going to slow the breath down even more. 4 more long, deep breaths. And then press yourself up. Start to make your way, assisting the legs closed, heels to the hips, and rolling down onto your back. And with the eyes closed, we'll just begin some even breath. So take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then inhale through the nose for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a quick little pause at the top and then exhale down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another round to 5. Pause. Exhale, 5. Pause. Maybe inhaling for 6. And exhaling for 6. And inhaling 6. Exhale 6. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. Another 3 rounds of even breath. And after this last exhale, you can release the counting. And just let the breath come naturally. And slowly start to bring some movement back to the toes and the fingers. Maybe looking left and right. Start a nice big full body stretch. And then go ahead and roll off to one side for a moment. And push yourself back up to a seat. Or we'll take interlace fingers and press them up. And then take the right hand down, reach off towards the right. Inhale up, interlace the fingers, press. And exhale off to the left. Back to center, we'll bring the hands together, vigorously rub the palms, get them nice and hot. And then hover the hands over the eyes. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Go ahead and let the hands come down the heart center, thanking yourself for coming to your practice. And thanks for putting up with, I'm not sure what was going on. There's got to be some workers or something happening outside. So thank you. I hope you have a great weekend.